Let's go, Adam.
Adam sucks.
Let's go, Adam.
Adam sucks.
Let's go, Adam.
Adam sucks.
Welcome to TFSPOD REVOLUTIon, the View Show podcast. This is 24/7 Lou, and that's
Great card saying we love you, Adam.
and that's
The one-man band. No, we don't. He's just kidding.
Yes.
yes, folks. Welcome to TFSPOD. From the highest mountain to the lowest valleys and everywhere in between, we are the beast of the East, the best in the West. You're listening to TFS Pod. In this episode, we will be talking about one of the very, very exciting shows that I have seen. I don't know about you guys. It was AEW's Revolution. Guys, what do you think about that?
Amazing show.
Yes.
Start to finish.
Yes, I have to say.
Finish.
Yeah, I agree. That was a great AEW showing, and I feel like this show is gonna kick off, some good feuds.
Yep. It was our second night of predictions here.
Let me add to that. Pod. Forget AEW. That was the best pay-per-view of the year so far.
Yeah, I agree.
Hands down.
Yeah. I want to say, what are you going to do, WWE? What are you going to do? Take that, WrestleMania. Anyway, let's get back on track here. Before we get into all that stuff, the one-man band, give us that line that everybody loves.
Rick Hard, get the scoreboard.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, get that scoreboard.
Yeah, we know why you're excited. We know why you're excited. Okay. Lou, you're in the lead still, but now by a wider margin. Because you're at 6 points.
Yes!
And in a very distant second place, the one-man band with 2 points.
2 points.
All right, I'll take it.
WrestleMania's around the corner.
Don't worry. That'll be the game changer.
Yeah.
And then, tied for third place, we ironically have 3 competitors. It is myself, J. Few, and the randomizer.
Heel.
What heel? And everyone else is at 0.
Including Boogie.
There you go. He said it for me.
But,
and that's the score. Back to you, Lou.
Alrighty. But now, you see, interesting you mentioned Bogey, because in this one, we did have other competitors in this one. Who did we have, Ricard?
Well, in this one, aside from the usual people who are already in the ring, that being JFU and the randomizer, we also had the additional jobbers, competitors, of Big Al and Bogey joining in the fray. So it was a 7-way match, even though in reality, JFU, Big Al, and Bogey basically submitted the same picks.
Yeah, that was weird.
Like the same exact picks.
Yeah, so it was, that's okay. So there we go. That was what they had. But let's start getting into this show, because how many matches were 11 matches we had in this show?
Man,
11. That is correct.
It was a lot, and each one was. If this was a cake, this was a huge cake. It was building up every single.
This show went up until midnight. This was a meaty show. This was a big show. And first of AWs for the year, and they wanted to really revolutionize the year for wrestling.
All right, so let's go to the first match, which I missed these few matches. I was not able to catch them. It was in the pre-show.
I'm in the same boat as you. I don't know too much of them.
So we had Hook versus QT Marshall, and Hook. By the way, this was a pots and pan match where we all picked it. And Hook,
a lot of pots and pans in the early going.
Yeah, I know you weren't here for our last show. Did you listen to that episode, the One Man Band?
No, I haven't.
Right. So we need to explain this because you might not get the gimmick. So in the instance of everyone picking the same thing now, Lou started making a sound effect where he was basically hitting a bowl, and then I called him out on the fact that he was hitting a bowl, so he started hitting pots and pans together.
Oh,
so now, whenever there's a consensus pick, we have pots and pans.
It's gonna sound like Pee-wee's. It's gonna sound like Pee-wee's Playhouse. Oh, he said the magic word.
In true Miami fashion,
the magic word is consensus.
There we go.
In true Miami fashion, pots and pans.
We'll do that. Yeah, we'll say consensus. I'll be like, you said the magic word.
All right, there we go. Now, one man band is caught up. And he's caught up, pots and pans. And
all right.
Everyone else is too. That is the official. That is the magic word, among many other magic phrases on this show.
Yeah.
Yep. So again, these first two matches were pots and pans, but in this case, in the second match, which was Chris Statlander versus legit Layla Hirsch won. So no one picked Layla Hirsch. So
true surprise win for all of us.
Super surprised. I didn't expect that. I didn't think. I really thought that they would have given Statlander the rub, but then again, now that I'm seeing it, I kind of understand why. I mean, but still, I feel like Statlander is kind of getting pushed a little bit down, and it's unfair, but I get it. I get why.
Yeah. All right. So then, by this point, the score was everybody had 1 point. Everybody had 1 point. Then, wow, this was a good start of the show. We had Chris Jericho versus Eddie Kingston, and this was a good split because the superstars. The three superstars had picked Eddie Kingston. And everyone else had picked and by the way, and the Wheel. By the way, the Wheel was with us. And everyone that copied Jay Few's pick had Chris Jericho.
Wait, so you're not calling me a superstar? What's going on here? I chose.
It was three of us. I'm sorry, it was three superstars and a Wheel.
Yeah, because I chose Chris Jericho.
No, you didn't. You picked Eddie Kingston.
I did?
Yeah.
Hold on. Time for the instant replay.
Oh, you might lose a
point.
We
do this on this show. No. Well, if it does,
it wouldn't matter. I still lost.
That's why he's okay saying that. If he won, he'd be like, "Yeah, I totally picked Eddie Kingston."
I had just Eddie Kingston.
Yeah, I know. I had it too. Let me look up the show.
Did I? Yeah.
Chat. Here we go. Yeah. It's chat time. We got to go through all the trash talking and all the all the memes, but don't worry, we'll get to it.
Yeah, because what I have here in my notes is that I had Kingston, Ricard had Kingston, you had Kingston, and the Wheel had Kingston.
See, this is what happens. This is what happens when we have too many write-in picks, folks.
Yeah.
I am pulling it up. Let me pull up the sticky. Oh my gosh, there's gonna be a lot of this, isn't there?
Let me see.
A lot of scrolling.
Maybe.
Here we go. Here we go. Okay, that's not the one. Oh man, did I really miss it? I picked the wrong image. That could prove dangerous on our three-way chat, to be honest.
Oh Lord.
You pick certain images, you're like, whoa.
I like that pin.
Yeah, we know what you're referencing, Lou. Don't worry. Here we go, and here's the one with the sticky notes. Yeah, you picked Eddie Kingston.
Oh, okay. I swore I picked. Okay, I'm not gonna argue that.
I will put it in the chat one more time.
All right.
You don't have to do all the scrolling I just went through.
Yeah. Well, wow. Yeah. Okay. I swore I picked Chris Jericho. All right, I'll go with it.
Nah, just pull a Kurt Angle. Say your picks were hacked.
Yeah.
So yeah, and this is a really good match. Really good match. What do you guys think of this match?
Well, I mean, the right person won, obviously.
Yeah, no question. The right person needed to win. And the reason why I thought Jericho might have had a chance was because when in the Rampage show prior to the show, Chris Jericho was really laying on him like this. You can't win the big one. You can't do this. You can't do that. And it kind of looked like it was working. It kind of looked like that was the deal. So when I saw that whole ordeal happen, I was kind of like, oh, here we go. But yeah, I mean the show, the match between them two ended up being really good. I mean, the beginning was oof, it was ugly, but they recovered quickly, thankfully, and they went from there, and man, it ended up being great. And I gotta say something, that Eddie Kingston's submission, that is it looks like it hurts pretty hard. It looks like it hurts pretty bad.
That's true.
Yeah, it was. Oof, man, that looked painful.
But yeah,
I would like to say that I was shocked, and it's hard to say match of the night because there were a lot of shocking moments on this.
Yeah.
This match was good on a card with many other good matches. This match was good.
This was a great match.
I don't think I'd give it match of the night, but it was a great match. Right,
excellent kickoff. That's what I mean. At least excellent kickoff.
Jericho putting over people. You can't go wrong with that. He's in the right stage of his career.
Totally agree.
All right, so we had the next matchup, which was hold on, which one was this one? Oh yeah, the three-way tag team match. Which was
here we go. This is the match. This is the match that we get to hear. We get to hear the logic here. I want to hear the logic here because one man band. You went with Red Dragon.
Yeah.
I did.
Express, Red Dragon, and the Young Bucks. Yeah, one man band. Explain to us how come you had Red Dragon on that one.
So I went with Red Dragon because I was kind of seeing the dissension that was going on. I mean, it's friendly dissension. It's not anything like, it's the Young Bucks and Red Dragon, who obviously have tons of history together. And I really thought that Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus were going to drop it at some point because, they've been the champs for a couple months now. I'm not saying they've been bad. They haven't been. It's just I figured that maybe this was time for them to pull the trigger and kind of tease a dissension storyline, especially since Red Dragon is affiliated with Adam Cole now. So I thought maybe, there'll be something where like Red Dragon won the tag team titles, and then Adam Cole didn't win the AEW championship. So it'd be kind of like this thing where, the Young Bucks, Red Dragon, and Adam Cole be kind of like some dissension between them. And, I just thought that maybe it would have been a fun little thing to see, like, Red Dragon be like, hey, look, I'm holding gold. We're holding gold and you guys aren't, kind of deal.
Yeah, true.
That's what I thought.
All right, and in this one, we had the Jurassic Express retain the championship on this one, which was a kind of
I give this one match of the night solely because of the surprise factor. This could have gone any way. Really, it could have gone any way, and it wouldn't have surprised anybody. But the fact that it was genuinely unpredictable, and there were at least 2 instances where Jurassic Express practically could have gotten pinned, but then the other team broke it off for them.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, this is. I give this one match of the night. I know it's still early in the night, but yeah, this one was match of the night.
And by this point, it was I had 3 points. Rick Hart had 3 points. One Man Band had 2 points. Jay Few had 2 points. The randomizer had 2 points. Bogey and Big Al had 2 points. So yeah, it was a little bit of separation going on there, where Rick Hart and I were going a little bit up ahead against everyone. But then
and then the tiebreaker happened. And my night ended early.
Yeah.
Well, let's see. This match, it was this was for the face. What is it? The face of
the face of the Revolution. This. Lou, literally anybody else but your pick could have won.
What?
And you and me would have tied. If anybody else's pick would have won.
Yeah.
You and me would have tied for the night, and I would have been okay with that. But this is the one match we disagreed on, and this is the one match that you happen to be right on.
We had Warlow.
And it was worth 2 points.
We had Warlow We had Keith Lee. Who else do we have? Orange Cassidy. Well,
my pick, Orange Cassidy. Keith Lee was
Drew.
Drew's band's pick. There we go.
Yeah. Keith Lee was my pick.
And we had a consensus in the opposition here with JFU, Big Al, Bogey, and the randomizer all saying Ricky Starks, which was very surprising.
I wish they could explain that.
So I didn't get it either. And then Powerhouse Hobbs and Christian Cage got no attention.
Yeah, that's true.
But in the end, Wardlow got the win. Lou, you basically established the dominant lead at that point.
I had 5, you had 3, everyone else had 2.
Yeah, at that point the gap really widened, and it was not gonna get closed easily.
No.
Thank goodness for that rule you guys had. Was it 2 points or was it?
That rule has only benefited you.
Literally, bro.
I was against it. I was against
Yeah, you were the most vocal against it because you were like, oh, I don't know. And you said, and the funny part is, you said you were worried that it would give someone an unfair, wide margin.
I don't care.
And it ended up being, now you're like, man, thank goodness you guys outvoted me.
So, next matchup we had, the 6th match we had of the night, which was Jade Cargo versus Tay Conte, this is a pots and pans match on this one.
Yeah, we had a consensus, and admittedly, I was thinking of going. Yeah, I know. I was thinking of going with Tay Conte originally, but then because it was just that 28-0 win streak by Jade Cargo. I was like, whenever they start talking about somebody's win streak defending a championship, I always think to myself, well, this is where it begins. They're talking about it too much. Stop talking about it. Oh, he's held the title for this many days. She's defended it successfully this many times. I'm like, oh, when they start putting a number there, it starts looking weird. And I thought maybe 28-0, that's it, you know?
Yep.
No?
Yeah.
But no, they're gonna keep going with it. All I'm gonna say is, wow, that kiss.
Yo, man.
Yeah, you guys saw the still shot. I was like,
yeah, definitely.
I was like, oof.
So that was a pots and pans match where everyone had Jade Cargo, and she did win. Next match,
she won. Yeah, she looked like a powerhouse. They put on a good show. The ladies put on a good show. I feel like this was good for Tay Conte in terms of showing, because she was kind of lost in the shuffle there. I think, even though she didn't win, I think it put her name out there. So definitely thought the match was enjoyable. It's just I keep saying it, but it's so true. It's really difficult to be like, yeah, great match when the show was filled with nothing but great matches.
Yeah. Next match, which was really bloody, right?
Oh yeah.
The next matchup was
the match coming up was
CM Punk versus MJF. Really good
dog
match.
collar match. Oh.
Dog collar.
This match was really. I think this match was. I should look this up. Go ahead, keep talking about it. Hold
on. Yeah, it was a really good match they had there. What was your take on it? The one-man band.
Well, we all know that this was very, very emotionally charged. You know, MJF pulled the swerve of basically luring CM Punk in with this whole sob story of I was like this because I looked up to him and did all this stuff, and then basically got CM Punk to be like, is that true? And basically CM Punk told him like, hey man, I was just like you a few years ago. I was toxic. I made a guy that didn't even drink alcohol forcefully. And I even made fun of a guy's addiction until it got him fired from the company, obviously referencing Jeff Hardy. And then, he basically played on all that. And when MJF got him in there, gave him the hug and then just kicked him right in the groin.
Yeah.
And then just went crazy after that. And That right there set the. I think I kind of knew at that moment when he did that. I said, "Oh yeah, CM Punk's winning," but it was powerful. It was powerful for him to establish himself as a full blown heel at that point. He's a full blown heel. There's no way around it.
Now,
but in this, he was kind of already a full blown heel when he mentioned CM Punk's dog, which isn't this the inspiration for the match?
Say what now?
Yeah. Didn't MJF threaten CM Punk's dog at one point?
Yep.
I think so. Yeah.
that was already the heel moment. It's like but you're right. There were other elements to it.
CM Punk did win with a little bit of help of Wardlow.
Yes, Wardlow, who had the ring in the other pockets, as we all know, which was interesting. I guess that explains why you went with him as the face of the Revolution win.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he gave CM Punk the ring, punched MJF.
For the record, I want to say my suspicions were confirmed, but I'm very surprised by this. I knew because I watched it and I was like, man, this match is going for a long time. This was the longest match of the night, but I'm very surprised to know this. It was only longer than the main event match by like 1 minute. By 1 minute exactly.
Really?
This match went 26 minutes and 45 seconds. Yeah, this match went. Wait, what? This match or the main event?
No. What do you call it?
Yeah, the dog collar match felt way longer.
Yeah, because
it did.
I remember it was like almost like 10 o'clock at night. Like, wow, you have so much stuff to put on. It's only 10 o'clock at night.
Yeah, and they still. I remember watching the match and said, man, it's still going. I'm like, okay. But they had a lot to cover, and I thought the ending was interesting. They brought back the ring. They did a lot of references to the earlier parts of the feud. Good match. Good match. Punk. I think the fact that the match felt longer than the other match that went almost the same amount of time says a lot about how quick in the ring Punk is with certain things.
Yeah.
I do think it's not the same level of performance, but.
All right,
the match hit the right emotional tones.
By this point, the score was 7. I had 7. Rick Hart had 5. Everyone else except the Wheel had 4 points. The Wheel had 3 points at that point. So yeah, that's how the night was going. And then the next match we had was Brit Baker versus Thunderosa. What do you guys think of this match?
Oh, I'll tell you what I think about this match. That was bullshit.
There we go.
That was 3v1. Yeah. 3v1, and I'm tired of this nonsense. Thunderosa should have won.
Yes, I agree. I agree with that. Y'all know how I feel about Thunderosa. And
yeah, we definitely know how you
I've been watching the vlogs. I've been watching the YouTube videos. You got me hooked on that.
Hey, I'm telling you, man.
They're really good.
It's like, great show. Great show. Not even just because of that. Just she has good content. She genuinely does have good content.
Second best show on YouTube, I think.
I would say. I would say she's.
TFSPOD's the best show on YouTube.
Yeah. Well, that's why he said second best.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why he said second best. So.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, listen, it's Thunderosa. It's all right. I like me some Thunder. So.
So yeah, This it should have been a Thunderosa night, but again, the numbers game and. Oh, I hate that. It's
like my question is like when are they going to pull the trigger on Britt Baker dropping the title? I mean, she's been the champ for a good while now. I mean,
they even referenced how long she held the title for. They were like, it's been nearly a year.
Yeah.
All that stuff. And I'm just like, okay, this is the usual sign of like, oh, well, this person's held it for a while. Time's ticking. It's almost over.
Hey, but now,
then it's just cheap. It really is. It really does feel like I'm watching Triple H during the McMahon Helmsley era, where it's just he keeps winning.
Yeah,
he keeps winning because lackeys at ringside are coming out of nowhere to help her out.
Now, do you guys think that that the TBS Championship is taking more of the shine instead of the Women's Championship match? Women's Championship.
I don't know about that, but
because Jade Cargo is like taking a lot of the show. I mean, I know that for every one of those Dynamite shows, she's doing something, but
Jade Cargo is undefeated, so that's one thing.
Raise her profile.
Yeah, it's in a razor profile too.
Everybody likes an undefeated streak.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, look, there's another undefeated streak in that's happening right now with AEW. I mean, it didn't happen on this show, but it ended up happening later on, later on in the week, and yeah, it's a good story, talking about, man, like who's going to be able to defeat this person. Like, obviously we've seen undefeated streaks dating back to Goldberg, of course. Asuka when she was NXT champion, she didn't lose. Like, I don't think ever lost in NXT, did she?
No.
Nope. She got promoted. She got promoted to the main roster. Undefeated. She relinquished the championship without losing it to anybody.
Yeah, exactly. So that's what I'm saying. So she clearly was a big deal at that time. And yeah, undefeated streaks are a big deal. I mean, the person I'm referencing is Scorpio Sky. So he at this point in Revolution has been undefeated at that point for like 359 days or something like that. So it's a big deal.
All right, let's go to the next matchup, which is a really good one. There's a good surprise in this one, which is Jon Moxley versus...
I don't know why you say surprised. I knew he was going to win.
I mean, surprise.
All right, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. This match could have gone either way, but I know where
you're going. Yeah.
Well, it was a surprise for the other four people that are participating in this or objects.
Along with, I would say, along with a bunch of other people too, were surprised by this one.
But, yes, we had the man's man appear.
So
no, okay.
Yeah, it was. So in this matchup,
he's a man's man.
He's a man. Man's man. Luda,
yeah, man.
He doesn't care about theme songs, but Drew, I know you get them.
Oh yeah, you know me.
And the one-man band gets it too.
Yeah,
of course.
Who's that, Drew? Anyway, and this matchup,
he's an avid listener, I hear.
Jon Moxley.
Woo!
Another good match. This one was like, wow. God, and again, I was surprised. Like, after all that, what we've seen, this was building up on it, and.
Oh yeah, and like I mentioned in the previous segment, this was a good twist on what we saw with the Jay White and Alex Shelley match from the previous night's Sacrifice show, where it was like, oh, he offers the handshake, the other guy doesn't take it, and then he just walks away. Mm-hmm. Dan O'Brien offered the handshake, or no, Moxley offered the handshake. And then Dan O'Brien wouldn't shake the hand, so they just started pushing each other. And sure enough, before the scuffle could get heated, who should appear but William Regal?
Yeah.
Oh yeah!
What a surprise!
And we couldn't hear what he was saying because he didn't have a mic when he was pulling them apart. But I'm sure at some point he called one of them a Nancy boy.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he said, "You're gonna shake his hands." After smacking some sense into both of them.
Oh, yes.
And hopefully we see more of this because I do greatly enjoy Regal's work. He's got a good range. He can be the evil British Bond villain.
Yeah.
He can be the comedic Mr. Bean.
Yeah. He's great. He has great range.
He can be anywhere in between. Yeah, great range. Definitely enjoyable. Very huge acquisition. Almost as huge as getting Danhausen.
Oh,
yeah. Yeah.
Who made a cameo in the Face of the Revolution match.
He did.
Which we didn't mention, and I felt bad not mentioning that. So, Danhausen! Love me that Danhausen.
Yeah. Right, I'm a fan.
Let's go to the next match, which was the Andrade Hardy Family Office versus Sting and two kids. Sammy Guevara and Darby Allin.
Sting and two kids.
Sting and his two grandsons.
No kidding. Old man yells at cloud.
Crazy.
But let's not take too much out of Sting, because for his age,
listen,
what a crazy spot.
That was amazing.
It was an amazing night. We saw Regal, and Sting almost dies on that night. It would have been a crazy night. Oh my god.
Oh my gosh, I know. I saw that. I said, what the heck? Is this the same guy that almost retired in like 2016? because of a buckle bomb?
Yeah, I mean, listen. I mean, whatever, like you said, whatever doctors have been working on him, they are like, those guys need to be recognized, given like Nobel Peace Prizes or something. Because
I don't know what's going on in the medical profession, but there's some innovation going on, because there's so many wrestlers returning from retirement over the past years who just returned from retirement.
Yeah.
Out of nowhere. And it's just like, hey, we thought we'd never see him wrestle. I can already see it. At some point, Paige is going to return to the ring. All the people that were like, oh, they never would have returned. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there's talks of Stone Cold Steve Austin returning to the ring. Remember in 2003 where he was like, yeah, my neck makes it where I can't wrestle ever again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, my gosh.
Yep.
Way to go, whoever's making this happen. You have
It's amazing, man. It's amazing.
And yeah, that's how and this where the winner was Sting, and Sammy Guevara and Darby Allin were the winners of this one.
Yeah.
By this point,
the numbers game. Despite the numbers game.
Oh yeah, because the Andrade family had more people out on the outside too.
You had the Butcher and the Blade come out. It was just like what, I think 5v1
out there.
Yeah, it was. I was like, oh wow, this might turn around, but no, it was just a. I forgot what it was called. It's just Legacy with more people.
Legacy with more people.
I remember that from the criticism when they mentioned Nexus. They said, it's just Legacy with more people. The original Nexus, they're like, it's just Legacy with more people.
Oh my god, that's good. That's really good.
But yeah, no, it was just, they just added the body count just so that, when they win, it looks more impressive.
The score at this point was I had 9, Rick Hart had 7. Everyone else except a Wheel had 6 points, and the Wheel had 4.
Basically, Lou, you don't have to keep mentioning the score. At this point, the winner was determined. Way before this at this point. But I believe we're going into the main event.
The main event.
And let me tell you, my sources on the grounds, because someone I know or someone who went there reported this to me.
Jeff?
Someone who knows someone who went there.
Was it Jeff?
I have other sources. Aside from Jeff. Shout out to my buddy Jeff. He might be appearing on Trivia next week.
Oh. Nice.
More on that behind the scenes. But my sources were like, someone in the crowd was like, yeah, the crowd was rowdy, and you'll know more about this when we talk about the main event. But there was the kind of energy we haven't seen since like the Attitude Era in this crowd, because my understanding is there were women who were flashing the wrestlers in the crowd, like a group of women in the crowd that were flashing the wrestlers.
Wow.
So there was some high energy going on, and you could tell there was some high energy because, Lou, let's get into it with the main event.
Yeah.
It was, who was it?
Hangman Adam Page versus Adam Cole. Baby.
Battle of the Atoms. And the crowd definitely had fun with it.
Because let's go, Adam!
Adam sucks!
Let's go, Adam!
Adam sucks!
that chant. First they started off with just "Let's go, Adam."
Yeah, let's go, Adam.
And then at some point, they also just started having fun with it and doing the dueling chants. And it was just amazing. And
the match was
second longest match. Second longest match of the night, 25 minutes and 45 seconds. And it did not feel like it.
It did not.
I was very surprised when I saw that time. It did not feel like that. Mm-hmm. These people were moving quick. The spots were crazy.
I thought Moxley and Danielson was longer than that.
Danielson and Moxley, I can give you the time on that. Huh. Went 21 minutes and 5 seconds.
Wow.
So they were the third longest match of the night.
Wow.
But yeah, this was second longest match of the night. Did not feel like it.
Mm-hmm.
Did not feel like it, and that's a sign that they put on a really, really great match.
Yeah. Yep.
I'd say the kids agree in the background too.
Yeah, I've got some rowdy young ones in the background.
Yeah! Nice.
Yeah, Adam! Go Adam! Which one?
Oh my gosh.
So yeah,
the dog agrees too. I don't know if you can hear it.
Yeah, for some reason in the predictions battle here, the grown-ups, the three grown-ups with a superstar entrance, had a Hangman Adam Page winning, while the rest of the folks already in the ring were picking Adam Cole, which, no, it wasn't the time yet. It's not the time yet. Soon, but I don't think it's time yet for Adam Page to be dropping the championship already. That's my take on that.
Yeah, 100% agree. If I'm not mistaken, this was the first pay-per-view event that he was defending instead of, challenging for the championship.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it would have been way too soon. Even though I do believe he does better as the chaser than the champion.
Oh yeah, you were mentioning that.
Give him a respectable reign. Give him a respectable reign.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and he's one of the AEW original guys.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, he is. I was going to say he is.
So yeah, okay. So yeah, that was a night of Revolution, which is top that WWE. WrestleMania.
Yeah, I mean, you normally ask me for the ratings. I can't argue with this. It's a 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
Even though I went long, it didn't even go like super long, where it was like, wow, this is getting ridiculous. It went long enough where you could feel it, but not too long where it hurts the show overall.
Yeah, exactly.
10 out of 10. 10 out of 10, best show of the year so far.
Yep. So yeah, there you are, folks. That's our take on AW Revolution. And by the way, yeah, I had to say this, but it was a nice run there for 24 hours, one man band. But
that's cool.
Well, I guess we'll see in the next pay-per-view which way it goes.
Yeah, you know it.
Yeah, Lou. Just remember, just like Adam, you suck.